Good morning. God's kingdom is at hand. You are not alone. It is well. I know it's been a long road, but praise God, you are still triumphing on. You are not alone. You see, the exact causes and triggers of sundowning are unknown, but there are several identified factors that may cause behavioral changes in the evening. As a person living with dementia becomes tired, their symptoms sometimes worsen as the day progresses. This happens naturally when the day becomes darker. Sundowning could occur due to a disturbance to the person's internal clock that tells them when to sleep, resulting in confusion about night and day, mental and physical fatigue, for example, not enough or disturbed sleep through or inability to separate dreams from reality. These are also common factors. Less need for sleep is again another one. Low lighting or too much lighting and an increased shadows, which can cause the person to misinterpret what they see. Medication that increases confusion and aggravates, or medication that wears off, or lack of structured activities. You see, these could all be reasons for sundowning. These patterns could potentially continue for several months, generally occurs from the middle stages of dementia and onwards. Sometimes the person living with dementia may express these behaviors even if it is not sundowning, and the reason could instead be that they are trying to communicate a need. A change in behavior could indicate the person is hungry, thirsty, or that they are in some kind of pain. Caring for a person living with dementia can be very, very difficult, and I do stress this. It can be very difficult and it's very challenging, and takes on both an emotional and physical toll on you, the carer. Learning ways to reduce changes in behavior can relieve you some of that stress and help you cope with the situation. If someone living with dementia is showing signs of sundowning, the first thing to do is to ask what the matter is. In doing this, you may be able to identify the source of their distress, including hunger, thirst, and the need to go to the toilet, for example. But I know it is not easy, and you are not alone. There are many reasons for sundowning, and the doctors cannot really put a main indicator on why sundowning happens, really and truly. But it does go on, and it can be very difficult, especially when the person you are caring for wants to go home, feels that people are coming to attack her, pacing up and down the stairs, and constantly sitting down, getting up, sitting down, getting up. It can be very, very hard. It can be very, very hard indeed. And it just seems like from the moment, and it always strikes at a particular time. You can always go by clockwork, so to speak. For example, it can strike at, let's say, 1 o'clock. Start from 1 o'clock, exactly on the dot, and carries on until the evening, which can be very difficult. Very difficult. But you're not alone. If you like what you've been listening to, do like, subscribe, and share the channel for the growth of the channel so that a whole lot more people will learn to appreciate the elderly and, God willing, treat them a whole lot better. Making a change.